Welcome to the Workamper Show, a podcast devoted to helping you discover how to finance your RV travel dreams. I'm Steve Anderson, the president of Workamper News. Each one of our episodes will either introduce you to people who are already living the RV lifestyle or to opportunities to work short-term jobs. You'll also learn how to hit the road the right way and make the most of every opportunity. Now let's turn over today's show to your host, Greg Gerber.
Thanks, Steve. Today I'm going to interview a couple from Louisiana who've been RVing since 2004 and have lots of experience work camping at various jobs throughout North America, even Alaska. Today's episode is sponsored by Workamper News. With its diamond and platinum membership tools, Workamper News is much more than just a job listing website. When you put the tools of this professional service into action, you'll find out just how easy it can be to turn your work camping dreams into reality. The one-year memberships open the door to a one-stop shop for all things work camping. Being the original resource for work camping, you'll find the largest number of job listings, be able to connect with a community of work campers, and view resources compiled by experts who've been enjoying the RV lifestyle for many years. If you're serious about leading a successful and enjoyable work camping lifestyle, then a diamond or platinum membership is for you. You can even get started with a free 30-day trial by visiting www.workamper.com/trial. Embark on new adventures today with the support of Workamper News behind you. Dale and Margie Parker completed their first RV trip in a pop-up camper when they traveled 6,000 miles along the West Coast. That convinced them to upgrade to something a bit sturdier, so they opted for a 40-foot Jayco fifth wheel. They selected a fifth wheel over a motorhome for the ability to park the RV at a campsite and use a tow vehicle to get around without having to tow another car. They've held a number of jobs over the years, including working at Dollywood Amusement Park in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, done retail work at Yellowstone National Park, served as camp hosts for a campground in South Dakota, and even spent some time in Alaska. Dale really likes serving as a camp host, and Margie enjoys working at food service jobs at Dollywood and at retail positions at Yellowstone. They both like the ability to meet people from around the world, traveling to popular tourist destinations in America. The perks offered for work camping at Dollywood are hard to beat, and Margie explains what she likes most about those. The Parkers also enjoy biking and purchased e-bikes to make their excursions a bit easier. They tend to find jobs that allow them to enjoy hiking, biking, and fishing. They face some challenges on the road, like having two tires blow out on the same trip. Fortunately, Dale is mechanically inclined and said he can usually cobble together a temporary fix to any problem. They also had a turbo cooler rupture while going up a hill in Oregon, and it required the state police to block traffic so they could back the RV down the highway. One thing they like about RVing is the ability to stay in touch with their 4 children, 8 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren. To tell us more about their life on the road and the things they've done, please welcome Dale and Margie Parker to the show. Thanks for joining me today, Dale and Margie. I appreciate the time. So where are you guys located?
We live in Franklinton, Louisiana, which is Louisiana shaped like a boot. And so we live kind of in the toe of the boot, up 60 miles north of New Orleans.
Okay. Are you lifelong residents there?
No, we've been here for about 17 years.
17?
I'm a native of Louisiana, and
I'm a native of Virginia and Florida.
Okay, well, that's great.
Yeah.
And so, are you folks retired?
Yes, we are.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Definitely.
When did you start RVing?
About 2008 or so. Actually, 2004 is when we took our first trip with a camper. That was a pop-up camper. We went out west, did 6,000 miles in one trip.
With a pop-up? My goodness.
With a pop-up camper. It was ambitious.
I guess.
Then we decided that we needed something a little sturdier.
What do you have now?
40-foot Jayco Pinnacle. It's a fifth wheel.
Oh, that should be plenty of size for you folks.
Yeah.
Why did you select a fifth wheel?
Well, we got our first one at a dealership. We were just looking. We didn't know really what we wanted, and this one was a trade-in. It was an older one, and then and we liked it. We liked the room that it has and the storage that it has. and the fact that you can leave it at the campsite and then drive your vehicle around. You don't have to tow another vehicle with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the space that we have in our current fifth wheel, and I like the kitchen because I like to cook.
And I like to eat.
And you like, well, that works out well then for you folks. A lot of people like fifth wheels because it reminds them more of home. It just seems more homey than a motorhome.
Well, for us, if we're going to be staying in it for months at a time, because we only work camp part of the year. We stay in it part of the time. It's very comfortable for us to live in it.
Okay. So when do you head out to do your work camping? In the winter?
We try to avoid Louisiana heat and humidity.
Yeah, so we used to try to head out in the late spring to early fall.
Okay. Are you work camping now?
No, we're not.
So how long have you been work camping?
Since 2016.
And what kind of jobs have you done?
We've worked in foods at Dollywood. We worked in retail in West Yellowstone, Montana. Last year we were camp hosts at Sheridan Lake in South Dakota.
In the Black Hills.
That's a nice area.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we really enjoyed it.
What have your favorite jobs been?
Mine has been the camp hosting. I've really liked that. I had 30 nights in my loop, and we had a little beach area that we had to take care of. So I'd walk around, make a little safety, little walkthrough at night just to make sure people were okay, especially if we'd had a bad storm, just with hail and stuff, just to make sure the tent campers were okay. But I'd get to talk to people and meet different ones and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I lost a lot of weight walking around too.
And I liked working at Dollywood. I liked working in foods. I liked waiting on people, having, guests come up and being able to talk to them. And I also liked that when I was working in retail at West Yellowstone.
It's just being able to talk to people that are coming out on vacation?
And meeting people from all over the world, especially when we were in West Yellowstone. Just people from literally countries all over the world coming to visit Yellowstone National Park and getting to talk to them and meet them and learning how to say hello in their language. I just enjoyed that.
Oh, that's nice. When people normally want to learn a language, it's like, what are all the nasty words that in your language? And you want to learn how to say hello. So that's fun.
Yeah. Well, hello and thank you.
Thank you.
And please.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Very good. What attracted you to work camping?
We had some friends who had been work camping before, and actually they were work camping at the time at Dollywood. And we went to visit Dollywood in 2015 and saw what they were doing and that they were having a good time. We were walking around Dollywood at night, and it was during the Christmas season, the Christmas lights and everything. And we kept going around in circles and kept coming up to this same tree decorated in blue, and we couldn't find our way out. So
when we finally found our way out, Dollywood was pretty swamped that night, and so our friend Mike Gill, he said, "Hey, do you want a job?" I said, "I can't work here. I can't find my way around." So they hired us next year.
The
following year. Did you ever find your way around Dollywood?
Oh, eventually.
Quite well.
I've heard great things about working there. What did you like about it?
The perks are wonderful. And the atmosphere is very friendly, but really Dollywood gives better perks than anywhere else we've ever been.
Oh yeah.
What kind did you get?
Really. Well, there are, of course, in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge area of Tennessee, there are lots of shows. There's zip lining, there's horseback riding, there's other kind of amusements and things, and many of those are free or very reduced for the employees of Dollywood because they have reciprocal agreements
and their guests.
Yeah, we could often take a guest with us. and they have reciprocal agreements with other entertainment venues there. And so it really worked out well. We enjoyed that very much.
That kind of makes sense. So they want you to go out and experience all of these attractions and these museums or the zip lines or the restaurants or whatever, and then talk to other people about it.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And their people come to Dollywood too, and they get the same kind of perks, I guess, maybe reduced rate to get in or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a good way to kind of stimulate the economy too, in an area when you reciprocate back and forth like that.
The other places that we've worked camped would give us discounts to local attractions, but not really so many. There weren't a lot of extra perks.
So this kind of saves you money as well, because you can go out and have a lot of fun, but you get like 2 for 1 or even free admissions.
Sure.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And sometimes you could bring guests with you, like your family members or something like that if they had come to visit.
The other thing is that it makes you want to go back and work at that place again. So it makes it easier for them to have return employees.
Yeah.
Do
you have a work camping job set up for next season?
Not yet. We used to start wearing that in the late winter, early spring.
What are some places you'd like to travel?
Northeast.
Northeast is about the only place we haven't been.
We've pretty much traveled the Midwest, the Southwest, the Northwest.
Southeast.
Southeast. So we haven't done much in the Northeast, and we kind of think we'd like to do that maybe next year.
New England somewhere.
Well, that'd be a fun position or a fun place to go. It's beautiful in the fall with all the colors and things like that. What are some of the favorite places that you've visited while you've been RVing?
Oh, my goodness.
Well, we towed the fifth wheel to Alaska in 2019.
Yeah, we've gone from Key West to Anchorage. So, yeah.
Fairbanks. We've gone to Fairbanks.
Fairbanks, Alaska.
Oh, my goodness. That was a long trip.
Not in one trip. But
Not in one trip.
But we've made several trips. This is the beauty of being retired.
And what'd you do in Alaska?
Well, we really enjoyed the Anchorage area. We have e-bikes and love biking. And Anchorage has a lot of good bike trails. We look for that.
It's a real bike-friendly, e-bike-friendly city, too.
And when we were, it's just beautiful. But talking about the e-bikes, we really like biking. And when we were in South Dakota last year, in the Black Hills, there is the Mickelson Trail, which is 109
miles.
109 miles, and we did it in sections. We did the entire thing in sections, and we like to go to places where we can ride our bikes.
What kind of e-bikes did you select?
They're Red City e-bikes.
Red City is what it's called?
Red City, RAD.
Oh, okay.
It's Red Power Bikes is the name of the company.
Okay, very good.
Our Workamper friends got them and said, "Oh, you got to try these bikes." So we tried them, and so we bought them.
Okay, that's fun. Are there any other hobbies that you like to do when you're work camping?
Oh, anything outdoors. We like to just
some
hiking and fishing and things like that.
Last year when we were in the Black Hills, we were at Sheridan Lake campground, and we, of course, went all through the Black Hills, and that's the area with Mount Rushmore and everything, but Custer State Park and all was beautiful. We just liked seeing beautiful things, but we went to a place called Sylvan Lake. Dale and our granddaughter hiked up Harney Peak.
Harney Peak. It's the highest point east of the Rockies, between the Rockies and the Great Pyrenees.
And when we came back, I hiked part of the way. When we came back, we decided we'd fish for some trout to be able to go home and have some for dinner. And we caught, how many did I catch? About 8. We caught about 8 in about 45 minutes. So that was wonderful. And then Dale cleaned them, and we had them for dinner.
Oh, that's nice. And where was this?
Sheridan, Sylvan Lake in the Black Hills.
In the Black Hills.
South Dakota.
Okay.
Right, it's in Custer.
Yeah.
So it wasn't one of these stories where you caught 8 trout and then you were getting ready to leave and a black bear showed up and took all of them.
No.
No.
Margie usually fishes me because I'm the one that has to bait the hook and take them off.
Very good. Have you faced any challenges while you've been on the road or while work camping?
Vehicle maintenance and things like that. When this last trip that we took, just breakdowns in the truck, but I'm pretty mechanically inclined.
He's very mechanically inclined, and he can usually fix just about anything.
I can MacGyver it, if nothing else.
MacGyver it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of equipment problems have you had when you've been on the road?
Tires in the trailer. When we first bought this fifth wheel, the tires had been underinflated. It had been sitting on a lot for probably a year in the dirt, and the tires were underinflated. And so we, just on a shakedown run, took it to the Gulf Coast. And on the way back, I blew a tire on the interstate, so I had to change it there. But when it blew, it took out the brake wires. So I had to get off at like a rest area, twist the wires together so I had brakes, and then about 10 miles from home, the right rear tire blew out on the trailer.
So 2 blowouts on one trip?
Oh, yeah, 2 blowouts on one trip.
And I had told him we didn't need new tires yet.
The treads look, they're old, and I think we ought to get them. So.
I was convinced then. We sat on the side of the road for a while.
But I had an intercooler, turbo intercooler line rupture on me going up a big hill in Oregon on this last trip. And fortunately, we were able to find a campsite in a little town called Elkton, Elkton, that we had just passed through. And we were on the top of a hill, but it had a blind curve on each end of the hill, so we had to get the Oregon State Police to block traffic so I could turn around and get back down the hill. But then I was able to go to a town close by and get the part and repair it, fix it myself.
He's very handy with those things. It saves us a lot of money.
I can imagine, and a lot of time. I would.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, super. So when you go out to New England, do you have any specific types of jobs that you're looking for?
I'm looking for something outdoors, like a camp host or something like that. I like to be outside and cut grass and whatever, do that kind of stuff.
Oh, very good.
And I like to be in some kind of position where in a store or foods or something where I'm meeting the public all the time.
Right.
Okay.
So we prefer a place that will have something like that for both of us.
Super. Now you had mentioned that you were out with one of your daughters. How many kids do you have?
We have 4 children, and we have 8 grandchildren, and we have 3 great-grandchildren.
Oh my goodness. So do you get to RV out to visit them, or do they all live close by?
Well, my children live in Oregon, so we don't get to see them that often, but
we did this summer.
And we were able to surprise my granddaughter for her high school graduation. And then my son's birthday was next week, so we were there for that too.
Well, that's fun.
But the others, my children and the grandchildren and great-grandchildren, all lived pretty close, within about an hour.
Okay, well, that's good. So when you're looking for jobs, how do you normally go about finding them?
Well, the last ones we found on workamper.com.
We used to go through workampernews.com. We just go in there and start looking at the site. There's some other websites too, Happy Vagabond, but the last jobs that we've had have been employers that have seen our resumes on the Workamper News and contacted us based on their resumes.
Well, that's nice.
It's nice when they look for us.
Yes, that would save a lot of time.
Last year we were supposed to work in Minnesota, but because of COVID, the guy called us and said, I don't know that we'll even be able to open this year. So we thought, okay, we'll just stay home. And we planted a little mini garden and some containers out here. And then right before Mother's Day, we got a phone call from some folks in the Black Hills. They said, we're opening all our campgrounds. Do you want to come be a campground host? It's like, yeah, we want to get out of the heat and humidity. So we left the day, Mother's Day, quarantined for, 10 days?
We had to quarantine for 2 weeks.
And then we started right before Memorial Day and worked till September the 6th or so, something like that.
Yeah.
Out there.
Oh, and that was last year.
But
That's fun.
Right. It was because they had seen our resumes online.
Mm-hmm.
So I highly recommend people, if you've got a resume, put it on the Workamper News, because employers will find you, and you can pick and choose what you want to do.
That's a good point. How often do you update it?
We haven't.
You haven't. Okay.
Been meaning to. You might not put that in the podcast. Been meaning to.
Very good. So when you're looking for a job or evaluating them, what kinds of things are you looking for? Can you give people tips on how to ensure that it's the right job for you?
Do your research.
Yeah, do your research is the main thing. What are they asking you to do? And have a good idea how many hours a week you want to work. We don't, us two, we don't want to work full-time jobs. How many hours a week do you want to work? And is the campsite included, or do you have to pay for the campsite? Personally, I'd rather the campsite be included, and then I just get paid for all the hours that I work.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we look for.
That's what we look for. But and then when you talk to the employer, be specific about what you want to do. I only want to work certain days, or I only want to work certain hours, or I need every Sunday off or every other Sunday off, or I go to church, or I do this, I do that, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be somewhat flexible,
Right.
but it's best to be specific about what you want to do, what you can do physically, and what you do not want to do. And make sure that that's all understood ahead of time. I have to be very specific. The number of hours, because there are situations where when places are shorthanded, they will want to overwork you. And if you don't want to work that many hours, you need to be specific. And I say have a contract. Have a contract with the employer that both of you sign, and then that protects both of you.
Mm-hmm. So you're not afraid to talk to the employers about some of these concerns and things like that?
No, we're not.
No, we think it's best, because you don't want to go 1,000 miles to take a job and then find out it's not right for you.
Right. That's a very good point.
Yes.
Doing the research ahead of time makes it better for both the employer and the employee. You need to make sure it's something that's a good fit for you before you go.
Is there any advice that you would give to people who are considering becoming work campers?
Well,
do it.
Do it. Give it a shot, at least for one summer, and see
one season,
and you'll see if you like it or not. One of the things that what we've learned is there's the ideal, and then there's the real. You can tell people what you want and what you will do, won't do, and you can all agree to it. But when you get on the job,
you have to be flexible.
You have to be flexible. One of my mottos is maintain rigid flexibility.
Flexibility.
Right. So you just have to kind of go with the flow. I mean, people are people, and understand that.
And things will happen. Weather-related things and other things that will cause you to have to do things a little differently. So it's necessary to be flexible,
right,
but within reason. You don't want a contract to work 20 or 24 hours a week and then having you work 45.
Right.
Consistently. I'm sure there are situations that come up. It's like, man, we're just slammed. Can you put in some extra hours this week? And it's like, yeah, well, we could probably do that, but it's not something you'd want to do all the time.
Right. That's the flexibility.
Okay.
Great. I don't know, money-wise, a lot of people, your own financial situation dictates what you can and can't do, or will or won't do. We don't do it to get rich. We do it as
to pay our expenses.
to kind of offset expenses for being in like West Yellowstone is a high cost area, and so
to be able to work, we worked I think 35 hours a week, something like that. But all of the other time we could be in a beautiful national park. So that was the perk.
Mm-hmm.
Being
in that park. Yeah, absolutely. So how do you guys maintain your relationship and get along so well with each other when you're cramped up in 400 square feet?
Well, I don't know. We do.
You do? Okay.
We just do. I mean, I like to play golf, and so I'm like, well, hey, I'm going to go play golf or whatever, or we usually find things that both of us like to do. Like I say, we have kind of an adventurous spirit. One of the things when we travel, we tell people that we never get lost. We just have adventures. So it's kind of the way we roll there, down the road.
Uh-huh.
And generally, living closely together in, like you said, 400 square feet, sometimes it can be a little taxing, but we find something to do other than that. I'll go sit and read a book, and he'll go out and do something outdoors, and we just roll with it.
Right.
But our fifth wheel gives us a lot of room to separate too if we need to.
Mm-hmm.
But we both love the traveling experience, so it makes it so much better.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for this advice, folks. It sounds like you have had a very good work camping experience in several locations, and I hope you find a great job in New England next summer.
Yeah.
I want to add one more thing. Because we're retired and we're older, if people who are retired and are thinking about going into work camping, they need to think about whether or not they need access to doctors and pharmacies, and how close they need to be to different services. And keep that in mind when they're deciding on taking a position somewhere.
In a specific place.
Have you had problems finding medical care on the road?
We haven't needed it.
No, we haven't needed it.
Okay.
But I just, that's something when we were talking about these questions this morning. It's like, yeah, that's, you have to kind of look at what all your needs are.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them about the fried chicken.
We're from the South, and we love fried chicken and sweet tea and collard greens and things
fried
like
okra.
And fried okra and things like that. So when we were in West Yellowstone, it's nowhere to be found. We had to drive 80 miles to Bozeman to find a place called The Roost that had fried chicken, sweet tea, collard greens, and okra, So.
And we did it every once in a while.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again for your. Go ahead.
Yeah, said that, that's part of the research. It's like, okay, where is everything around there? Because you can't. A lot of times you just can't run down to the store and go and get whatever you need. You have to kind of plan and store up. And after your first experience, you'll know better on the next time I'll do this and I won't do that.
That's very good. Well, thank you again, folks. I appreciate the time.
Okay, great. Sure thing. Have fun there.
Goodbye.
I'd like to thank Dale and Margie Parker for sharing their story with us. They certainly have had some enjoyable and interesting experiences. The Parkers have been everywhere in America except the Northeast. They're hoping to find a job in that region in 2022. They keep their resumes updated on workamper.com, and that generally brings in several inquiries from prospective employers who see they're looking for jobs in a specific area of the country. They offered some great advice about doing research on jobs before accepting a position, and then to make sure everyone understands what's expected by signing a contract before starting the job. It works to reduce misunderstandings and provide some protection to work campers in the event conditions change. Margie said it's best to talk to employers honestly up front with before driving 1,000 miles to work at a job you'd later find out wasn't right for you because it's either too physically demanding or the work hours just didn't offer enough playtime to enjoy the area. For people who are on the fence about work camping, Dale encouraged them to give it a try for just one season, see if they'd like it or not. He suggests that work campers maintain what he calls rigid flexibility to adapt to unforeseen circumstances, but remain committed to honoring what they agreed to do and hold employers accountable to what they agreed as well. The Parkers also encourage people to think about their life situation when considering work camping jobs. For example, if someone needs more frequent access to doctors and pharmacies, and they don't want to consider jobs that require driving an hour to get to a clinic. Or if you're a fan of a specific kind of food, make sure it's readily available in the area where you're work camping. I wish Dale and Margie the best of luck as they look for jobs in New England next summer. Today's episode is sponsored by The Dreamer's Journey. It's an online course and community produced by Workamper News. Life is way too short to keep your dreams on hold, so don't be held back by fear because you were designed for more. Get started in the RV lifestyle the right way with this comprehensive guide. For just $29.95 for 90 days of access, Dreamers have unlimited viewing of 50-plus videos to learn things like what type of RV to buy, goal setting, how to budget for the adventure, developing a positive mindset, setting up a domicile, and operating a small business on the road, plus everything about work camping and how to find the right job for you. Each video is 30 to 90 minutes long to give you in-depth coverage on each topic. There's no wrong time to get started, so for more information, visit www.rvdreamersjourney.com. That's all I have for this week's show. Next week, I'll be speaking with a couple who loves work camping at amusement parks and enjoys traveling to LSU football games. I'll have that interview on the next episode of The Workamper Show. Thanks for listening.